What is up, guys? Jmop back here for another episode in a new series. That series is Claim to Fame, and this time we're doing tanks, claim to fame. So this episode is all about tanks and how to use them correctly in strategies. So as you can see right now, I have Talentcopters with them, but that's just because I'm going to show you some replays of all tanks. And then I'm going to show you some other strategies. Talentcopter is one of them. I did an overnight build. I did that overnight because I did not want to wait that long in the morning. Because you guys probably realized it already, but I record almost all my videos in the morning. And yeah, so first I'll get to one attack. This guy's probably better because it was 24 trophies, medals. So this is all tanks, and what you want to look for is low-level rocket batteries for this strategy. If you're using all tanks, low-level rocket batteries, and rocket batteries close to the center. That way you can flank them. And you also want to look for kind of low-level infantry bunkers that don't, well, just low-level rocket troopers. Because rocket troopers, they are a pain to take out because there's so many of them when you're using all tanks, because tanks, they're slow to shoot, and yeah, so they don't hit too powerful against well, they hit powerful, it just takes a while, and they're not like grunts that shoot bullets, because they shoot artillery, which is also a reason which is also a reason that this is a very good attack strategy, because artillery is strong against buildings. All tanks is a building destroyer. It just sweeps through with the raw power. It's not as expensive as some other armies. I just dropped this over here to get rid of the other bunkers, but it's not as expensive as other armies because it is just 50,000, which is still pretty expensive, but not as expensive as the Talentcopters, which I think is about 75,000. And yeah, but it takes longer to train, like an hour and 15 minutes, I think. If you're, well, everything I'm saying is for Command Center level 6. And also, I don't suggest to use strategies that have a lot of tanks in them until you are Command Center level 6. Because you finally are able to hold 80 spaces. And your tanks are usually higher leveled. Mine are still the same level as they are for Command Center level 4, I think. But that I'm gonna upgrade them after my grunts are finished upgrading. I have the Red Mercury for it. So yeah, this just swept through this base. I know it's not that high level of a base, but yeah. And yeah, so this is probably gonna be one of the longer videos because it is going through everything about the tank. I'm not gonna go through the powers for every level because I obviously haven't unlocked all of them, and I don't know all of them. And there is no wiki yet that can tell me. So I'll just go into the tank info thing. So they are very slow. With mine are just speed 20. They're very slow. They take 4 minutes to build, so it's not too bad, but it's not that great. But they also take 4 spaces, so it's about a minute a space, which is the same thing as a hacker. So yeah, it's not that bad at all. It's as normal, but I personally think that the rate of fire is pretty slow. And it goes for defenses and ground vehicles before it hits the normal, like, resources and things like that. And yeah, and then the special is it attracts buildings fire. So also the hit points are very high at 1250. If I go to, say, Rocket Buggy, that's only 3600. Jackal 6400. Artillery tanks 7000. Helicopter 5000. Banshee 4500. But then obviously Titan gunship, that thing's crazy. It's probably gonna be so OP. Especially, yeah, it's just gonna be OP. Yeah, so they're usually used as a meat shield. They also are very strong. So, yeah, and you can use them as a meat shield if you want. But they just sweep through defenses if you have them all bundled up, especially with Taloncopters. And, yeah, so those are if you're going to use a lot of Goliath tanks, the two best strategies are Taloncopters with the Goliath tanks. Those are Goliath tanks. You use them for raw power and as meat shields, while the the what the the Taloncopters, they just fly over and attack everything also, and they are good against the vehicles because they shoot rockets. And yeah, I might actually try putting jackals in this also, but yeah, because they shoot the infantry, so that way it's a three-way thing. So I'll show you one more raid of, actually no, I'll do one friend challenge against Luigi. Yeah, so he's pretty under leveled. It looks like I'm easily gonna take this with 10 and 8. So what I do is I put 2 at a time. That way the mines do not take out all of them. And then after they get pretty far and close to the base, then drop all my Taloncopters in one spot because, well, mines aren't really a problem for them because they fly. And the other reason why you want to use Taloncopters, why Taloncopters work well with them, is that they are flying units. So the mortars do nothing, and that's especially one of the good things about this strategy, because you just fly over and destroy the mortars that are trying to attack your units. And they have a higher rate of fire, so they're able to take out the rocket troopers. And now what I'm doing is I'm slowly trying to move my reinforcements to the back area and flank. But actually now I see that it's easier to hit the rocket batteries right here. And also the thing about the rocket batteries, they do attack the closest air vehicle, not just the closest vehicle. Because if you have just a normal vehicle right next to it, it will not attack it if there is an air unit above it or even farther away. Like if I put them right there, it instantly switches. So now I'm gonna just put one on the side. I'm gonna try and take out that airfield because it's very pesky. And it looks like it's actually gonna go for the. Oops, sorry, my screen starting to dull, so I moved the mouse. Also, do you like my new banner? I just posted that. I just rebuilt it. It's a really creepy face on the right, but yeah. Now I'm gonna power this through all of my troops. And now there are no more rocket batteries, so it looks like it'll be a clean sweep from here. Except for those Taloncopters, because they also shoot rockets. And which is bad for me because I have a lot of vehicles. So you have to look for low-level rockets and things like that. Ooh, hijacker, thank you. So I'm still going on the left side because I want to get to all of those bunkers. and looks like they're gonna get one spawn off before I'm able to completely get in. So yeah, now that I'm in, I'm just gonna want to drop all of my all of my units, and just power through. Now no more bunkers, no more defenses, clean sweep from here. There's still mines, but it's not gonna make that big of a difference. And as you can see, my defense is doing pretty well. Took out my 2 mortars and 1 sentry, but that's about it. But right now, it looks like time is gonna be in my enemy. But yeah, for now it just looks like a clean sweep. Yeah, so now I'm gonna show you another all tank raid, and just instead of just talking about what the tanks and what they're used for, I will go into how I was attacking them. So I'll show you the one against Nickum. I actually thought I had all my tanks, but I only had 17 of them. So yeah, this time I dropped them all like in groups, but in a line, because I did not want all of the mines again to destroy all of them. So I was just feeling really lazy, and I didn't want to do my things in twos. That's what I was doing before, and that seems to work pretty well for me. And yeah, for this base, it's going to be kind of tough because he does have all of his bunkers in the back, and but the good thing is his rocket batteries are in the front. So I was easily able to get to the back, but once I got there, rocket troopers galore. So yeah, that's another thing you have to look for. If all of them are bunched up, that's kind of hard to go against on when you're attacking. It's not too hard like this. I was easily able to 3-star him, but still. So yeah, I'm just flanking the base. That's usually what you want to do with this strategy, unless it's really hard to flank the base, and it seems pretty easy to just go straight up. And it looks like he is going to get another spawn off before I'm able to drop my troops. And yeah, that was kind of a bummer that my troops went for the Goliath, the artillery tank, and they started going up. So then I started dropping troops on this other side to get rid of the bunkers over there. But they're just going to overpower me. So what I did here is I dropped one Goliath tank right on here. Unfortunately, it did target the other Goliath tank, so it went in. And I dropped my alliance link here. So they were able to hold the line up a bit further, and while I dropped my troops here. And so now there's only 2 more bunkers left, one bunker and 1 airfield. And it looks like it's going to be a clean sweep, because they can't really do much against my base now. I mean, they might get a 40%. They did not. Yeah. So again, those rocket troopers are going to be very pesky, because they are good against vehicles because they shoot rockets. And yeah. However, if they're all bunched up, like 2 or 3 shots will destroy all of them, because artillery Goliath tank shots, they one shot against units, they will shoot splash damage. So yeah, they're just a clean sweep. Skip to the end. Skip the boring part. And yeah. So now one more, this time multiplayer raid with the tanks and helicopters, and also since they're used as meat shields, you can use like 4 or 5 of them. Maybe those tanks for the troops. What did I get? Oh, so I got a couple of jackals, which you can use, which if they work well with my strategy, might actually put in. Also, what I was saying is you could use a couple of Goliath tanks. Like this guy, he used 6. He used 14. And like before I was using all tanks, I was just watching. I was just testing out using tanks now that I have more space, and I used 6 tanks, 20 grunts, and 20 hackers. But that was still, I still didn't have. That was when I still had actually the level 3 on the games. And now let's just get to a multiplayer raid. Um, yes, I'm just looking for a raid with Central Air Defense. I mean, not Air Defense, rocket batteries, because, well, they are good things there, but still. It seems like a viable opponent, but there's not enough loot for me, and there's not enough trophies too, because I'm either gonna go for trophies or loot. Whichever one is present. This seems like I could get in, but not enough loot again. I'm looking for around 100,000. That was pretty close, or just high metal counts. Sorry for that lag. It just skipped to the next one. I was just staring at the screen wondering what had happened. I actually should have won for that. I'm not sure. I didn't really scout it enough. Again, no loot. Okay, so this guy's actually pretty maxed out. I think he is completely maxed out. I'll just attack the next guy that I know I can beat. I don't care if there's no loot. It's gonna be kind of hard. He has like that level 7 one, which is very crazy because it holds hijackers. So that is a very big no. You don't want hijackers spawning against an all-tank army. Since this does have so much firepower though, it's pretty easy to find a raid that you can beat. As long as they're not overpowered, like, too high for your level, like there's a Command on level 8. Because he has a lot of bunkers, which is going to be hard to go against. This is a fellow Command Center level 6. He also have rocket bubbles in his things, and that's going to be kind of annoying. But I'm just looking for someone who I could 100, who I know I can, like, 100% beat. Not 100% as in 3-star, 100% as, like, for sure I'm going to beat him. And that guy seems like it's probably this guy. So yeah, let's get to it. If I lose, don't blame me. I'm not that good. I'm still not that good with them. I'm just doing a strategy video to help you guys out. And also to celebrate that I almost have 100 subs. Whoa. Line lead. Things. Glitches. I'm gonna save my alliance link until I absolutely need it, because I do not want to just spend it if it is unneeded. So I'm gonna drop one on the flank, but it looks like it's still gonna target that, so I'm just gonna try and take that out. And that, well, sorry for saying that, I should say Sentry Tower. Hopefully it'll get a further. It's not. Yes. So now it's targeting the bunker. Not bunker. I don't know what they're called. The troop reinforcement thing. So yeah, now I'm gonna go for the bunkers. That way they cannot get any more percent on my base. Because it is very annoying when you know you're gonna beat them, but then they take back stars. And now since I'm right here and I'm kind of close to the flank, I'm going to drop my troops. Well, I'm kind of close to the back. I'm going to drop my alliance troops to help me out, to help me take out all of these bunkers. So I got all of the bunkers, and now the only problem is going to be these rocket batteries. So I'm going to wait until I have a couple more artillery tanks. Goliath tanks, and then I'm going to do this. Got 5. I think I'm probably going to need 6 in there because there is a Jmop. I should not have dropped the other ones, but because there is the rocket battery, the 2 rocket batteries together. So yeah, looks like I have this one in the bag. I'm just gonna spam down my troops as soon as I get them. That's I'm switching between, and I'm also just tapping my finger on the screen because there's a minute left. Only a couple defenses. And yeah. So that's how those are the 2 main strategies that you're probably going to use for tanks. Goliath tanks, at least. Not artillery tanks, because I do not include them. I'm going to do one of these for each, oh, glitch. Yeah, Tapzen sees this. That is Tapzen if you're watching. Or Magic Pixels. That's just that's not my screen. That's a reflector going all haywire. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one of these videos for every troop that I feel like I know more about. And yeah, I think I'm actually gonna train up all tanks again because I have to go to a tennis session and it'll take about an hour. So thanks for watching, and